It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to them. Gentlemen, as someone who's navigated the storms of life, let me share that the ancient Stoics held a powerful secret, a mental shield against the emotional chaos stirred by troublesome individuals. Picture arming yourself with this inner armor, deflecting the toxic energies others hurl your way. This isn't mere ancient lore, it's timeless wisdom that can transform your daily battles, be it with a demanding superior or any force testing your resolve. A troublesome family member or anyone who seems to drain your energy. The wisdom of Stoicism offers a powerful solution. In today's video, we'll dive deep into how to apply Stoic principles to not only survive but thrive in adversity. This is not just about enduring but building a life of peace, resilience, and profound personal freedom. If you've ever felt burdened by others' negativity or simply seeking serenity in this chaotic world, you're in the right place. Let's embark on this path together, fortified by the enduring insights of Stoicism, to unlock the art of maintaining composure no matter what life throws at you. I urge you not to skip this video in any way. If you're here, consider yourself set apart from the crowd, an exception. Act accordingly and absorb every detail. This concept boils down to drawing our boundaries, deciding how much we allow external forces, particularly narcissistic individuals, to disrupt our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find your strength." This profound statement resonates deeply when facing challenges from an overly self-absorbed person. It reminds us that true power lies not in changing that person or their behavior, which is often beyond our control, but in altering how we respond and interact with them. When dealing with a narcissist, what we truly control is our reactions, emotions, and the mental space we allocate to them. This isn't easy, especially when emotions run high and the narcissist plays a significant role in our lives. Whether as a relative, partner, or colleague, Seneca provides complementary advice: we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Often, the anxiety and distress in handling narcissists are amplified by fears and expectations of what they might say or do next. By adopting Seneca's perspective, we learn to distinguish between the actual impact of their actions and the additional pain we create in our minds. This doesn't diminish the challenges posed by narcissists, but it helps us reclaim mental space by focusing on the present reality instead of worst-case scenarios. Imagine carrying a backpack every day, and each negative interaction, each manipulation attempt, or each hurtful remark adds a stone to that pack. It becomes heavy, exhausting, and slows you down. What Stoicism teaches us is that we have the authority to stop adding those stones. We can't change the narcissist, but we can alter how they affect us. Diminishing their role in our lives starts with a deliberate shift in focus. This means actively redirecting our thoughts and energy toward things and people that uplift us, toward activities that bring joy and tranquility. It's about establishing boundaries, both emotional and physical, to safeguard our mental well-being. This might involve limiting contact with that person, changing how conversations unfold to prevent them from negatively impacting us, or in some cases, severing ties completely. But it's crucial to acknowledge the emotional toll this process can take. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but recognizing them, understanding them, and then making wise decisions on how to proceed. If you're dealing with narcissistic parents or siblings, you're not just contending with a difficult individual, but also grieving the loss of a loving and supportive relationship. This is a grieving process, and you must allow yourself to go through it. Seek therapy. Find solace in creative pursuits like writing or painting, and lean on friends or support communities. These steps not only distance you from negativity, but also guide you toward healing and growth. In embracing Stoicism, we learn to focus on our inner fortress, a sanctuary of peace and resilience within us. By reducing the narcissist's role in our lives, we are not being cold or hateful toward them, but prioritizing our own mental and emotional health. We decide that our peace of mind is paramount and no one is allowed to disturb it. Remember that feeling hurt, grieving, and seeking help is entirely normal. The key is that you're taking firm steps to become a healthier, happier version of yourself, with an unbreachable inner fortress that no external chaos can shatter. That is the essence of applying Stoicism when facing narcissists, finding strength in serenity, and consciously choosing to focus on what truly matters: your peace, happiness, and growth. Narcissists often construct a facade of superiority, perhaps through charm, intelligence, success, or a combination thereof. This facade is not just for show, but deeply ingrained in their identity, shielding them from confronting their vulnerabilities and insecurities. However, when we begin to see through that facade and question its authenticity, we do so not with malice, but in practicing Stoic philosophy to seek truth. It's about peeling back layers of illusion to reveal the reality beneath. But how do we begin first? We must ground ourselves firmly in the Stoic principle of indifference, clearly distinguishing what is within our control and what is not. The goal isn't to change the narcissist or outcomes beyond our reach, but to alter our perception of them, thereby reducing their power over our emotions and responses. When noticing the narcissist boasting an exaggerated self-image, instead of direct confrontation, you might subtly pose questioning inquiries. For instance, simply ask, "How did you arrive at that conclusion?" Or, "Could you elaborate on that?" These questions, posed with genuine curiosity and without judgment, can prompt the narcissist and those around them to reflect on the validity of those claims. However, it's vital to approach this with caution and clarity, always placing your safety and mental health first. Stoic philosophy teaches us to avoid confrontations that disturb our inner peace. Instead, we should strive to maintain tranquility and emotional balance despite external provocations. This means knowing when to engage and when to withdraw, always prioritizing our own serenity. By maintaining a stance of curiosity without attachment, not directly challenging the narcissist's self-image, we invite them and ourselves to explore the truth. This gentle approach gradually diminishes their exaggerations, not through harsh confrontation, but via subtle reflective questions. In doing so, their influence over you may lessen, allowing you to view situations and people more objectively. This strategy aligns with the Stoic practice of prosoch, mindful attention, closely monitoring our thoughts, words, and actions. By sustaining this awareness, we can navigate relationships with narcissists with skill and wisdom, upholding our values and commitment to inner calm, challenging the idealized image of the narcissist from a position of lesser importance in your life. is a journey of compassionately seeking truth without confrontation. It's about gently uncovering the reality behind the facade. Guided by Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. In doing so, we not only protect our peace of mind, but also, indirectly, offer the narcissist an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. This path of self-awareness and healing is not passive. It requires active engagement, bravery, and willingness to face sometimes uncomfortable truths about ourselves. This road isn't about altering the narcissist or their behavior, but centering on ourselves, our maturity, and our well-being. Stoic philosophy, with its profound emphasis on self-awareness and personal virtue, aligns seamlessly with psychological therapy. It urges us to look inward, to comprehend our responses, emotions, and the values that guide our lives. Seneca's teachings echo powerfully here. No one can have everything they desire, but everyone can choose not to crave what isn't theirs, and to be content, making the best of what they currently possess. In the context of therapy, this means acknowledging current limitations or pains, not as permanent fixtures in life, but as challenges for growth and learning. We shift our attention from seeking external validation, especially from those unable to provide it healthily, to self-validation and self-compassion. Therapy is a safe space for this introspection and development, where we can freely explore emotions, experiences, and the impacts of relationships without judgment. The aim is to heal wounds inflicted by toxic relationships, to recognize our inherent worth, and to learn that this worth doesn't depend on acceptance or validation from the narcissist or anyone else. During therapy, we engage in a stoic act of reflection, examining our lives and choices through the lens of wisdom and courage. We question the beliefs that have tethered us to harmful relationships, beliefs that may have led us to seek approval from those incapable of giving it in a healthy manner. This self-examination is pivotal in freeing ourselves from dependence on external validation, paving the way for regaining independence and autonomy. But therapy isn't solely about letting go. It's also about constructing something new within ourselves. It's discovering joy, passion, and peace in our own way, building a life that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations. This blends perfectly with Stoicism's aim of a virtuous life, where happiness stems not from external achievements or relationships, but from living in accordance with virtue. Engaging in therapy and self-improvement is a powerful act of resistance against the negativity that narcissists attempt to impose. It's a declaration that we are not merely roles assigned in their narratives, but we possess the strength and wisdom to define our own stories. That is the core of Stoicism, recognizing that our power lies in our ability to choose responses, to cultivate our inner garden, and to live in harmony with nature and reason. The journey of therapy and self-perfection isn't always straightforward. It requires courage to confront vulnerabilities, face fears, and step into the unknown. Yet, it's also a path filled with hope. As we peel away layers of hurt and self-doubt, we uncover the resilient and vibrant self within, always waiting to be rediscovered and cherished. In the Stoic spirit, we learn that ultimate freedom comes from within. The freedom to choose our attitude, to respond with wisdom and compassion, and to live a life that reflects our truest self. This process of healing and growth testifies to our endurance and capacity for change. It reminds us that no matter the challenges, we have the power to forge peace, joy, and fulfillment from within. So, as you navigate this journey, proceed with the courage of a Stoic, viewing therapy and personal development as opportunities to become the architect of your destiny. Commit to the path of self-awareness and virtue, knowing that each step is a stride toward a more authentic, empowered, and serene life. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events or others' actions, we are fully masters of our inner world, our thoughts, reactions, and emotions. This principle holds immense power, particularly when confronting a narcissist, whose behavior can feel like a direct assault on our mental peace. Let's delve deeper. Narcissists may inherently try to provoke, manipulate, or unsettle you through words or deeds. The instinctive response might be to retaliate, defend, or engage in conflict. But here, Stoicism offers an alternative path, one of calm detachment and inner serenity. Mastering our reactions doesn't mean suppressing or denying emotions, but acknowledging them and then consciously choosing how to respond. This could involve pausing, taking a deep breath, and reflecting before acting, or even opting for no response at all. The key is realizing that power resides in how you react. You are not a puppet in the narcissist's hands. You are the gatekeeper of your mental space. This strategy requires practice and mindfulness, developing a keen awareness of emotional triggers and automatic response patterns. It involves committing to observing thoughts and feelings without immediate action. This is where Stoic exercises like journaling or meditation prove invaluable. They enable you to step back, assess the situation from a rational perspective rather than an emotional one, and select a response that aligns with your values and desire for peace. By refusing to play the narcissist's game, choosing calm and detachment over conflict engagement, you embody a profound Stoic virtue, apatheia, freedom from passion. This isn't emotional numbness, but immunity to disturbance by emotions. You exemplify the Stoic ideal of maintaining equanimity amid provocation. This approach is not captivity or avoidance, but an active stance, affirming that I am the sovereign of my soul, the guardian of my peace. Your actions cannot breach my mental fortress unless I permit it. It's a declaration of independence, reclaiming power and committing to one's well-being. As we apply this strategy, we not only shield ourselves from the negative effects of the narcissist's behavior, but also cultivate deeper self-awareness and resilience. We learn to navigate life with poise and confidence, knowing our inner peace is inviolable. That is the ultimate liberty, the power to choose how we engage with the world, to live by our principles, and to preserve serenity despite adversities. Remind yourself that you have the right to protect your mental space, control your reactions, and live with dignity, tranquility, and strength. This isn't just a tactic for dealing with narcissists, but a blueprint for a mindful and virtuous existence. As we conclude today's exploration through the wisdom of Stoicism and its application in facing difficult individuals, remember, your peace of mind is a sanctuary, a fortress no external force can invade without your consent. Like the Stoic philosophers, we have the power to choose our responses, stand firm in adversity, and cultivate a life of resilient peace. The strength you seek isn't out there, but within you, awaiting discovery and nurturing. Now, I invite you to further explore these profound concepts by watching one of the playlists on your screen. Dive deeper into philosophies that can reshape your life, equipping you with tools to handle life's complexities with serenity and insight. If you've found value in today's discussion, please consider subscribing to our channel, sharing this video with someone who needs it, and giving it a like. Your support helps us spread these timeless lessons to more seekers of guidance and strength. Together, let's embark on this journey. The journey of self-improvement and empowerment rooted in the timeless wisdom of the Stoics and pioneers in psychology. Remember, you're not alone on this path. Let's learn, grow, and thrive together. Thank you for watching and being part of the Stoic Journal community. See you next time. And keep building your inner fortress.